Yo, good stuff. I got the plays for you guys for NFL Sunday. We got 6 more plays in this video, like always. And guys, we are on fire. We, in this last week, since Monday Night Football right here, we are on a 9-2 run. We have literally hit 9 and only lost 2 plays in the last week. We cashed Monday Night Football. We hit College Football Friday, cashed again on Saturday. And then this play right here is going to reboot. So with that reboot right there, 9-2 run, make sure to drop a like on this video. It's free. Helps me out so much, guys. Please, because we are cashing so much, do me a huge favor. Just drop that like. Anything 300 plus likes would be insane. I really do appreciate it so much. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. 60% of the people watching my videos are not subscribed. I have no clue why, because clearly I give you free picks every single day for NFL and college football, and we are cashing. So make sure to subscribe. We're going to hop into the 6 plays in 1 second. First, before we do, like always, even though we have been cashing, the best advice I can give you guys is this right here. Go download the Chalkboard app or the Parlay Play app right here. The links are down below. Just click those links. It'll bring you right to it. When you download these apps, make sure to use promo code GHOST. When you do that, they will each give you a $100 deposit match just for using code GHOST. And then Chalkboard will also give you a 0.5 free square for an NFL player today on Sunday. So make sure to do that. Again, links are down below. Just download them. When you download them, you have to make sure to use code GHOST. And that can be up to $200 for free for you guys right now to start off with on this NFL Sunday. On top of that, the number one app to get on right now is absolutely Sleeper. So it's exact same situation. This link is down below as well. Go download it. When you use promo code GHOST on Sleeper, they will also give you a $100 deposit match and a free Jared Goff square, which is amazing. But on top of that, this is a cheat code right here. When you download the app with code GHOST, they put $20 in your account to use right away. So you don't even have to deposit for that $20. That is no deposit required. You get $20 to bet with. And then after that, when you eventually end up depositing, they still give you that $100 for free and the free Jared Goff square. So highly recommend it, guys. We have been cashing, but I'm telling you, that's the best advice I can give you. All links are down below. It's code GHOST on all those apps. When you use code GHOST on those apps, if you get all those apps, it takes maybe 5 minutes to do, and it's up to $320 for free for you guys right now. So make sure to go do that. Literally pause this video, go do that right now, because I've been placing all of these slips we've been cashing over on those apps, because a lot of those apps do end up paying you more anyway. So make sure to have those apps and use code GHOST. You get the free $320 and the free squares as well. With that being said, let's hop into the plays today. I'm going to try to go somewhat quick because obviously we got 6 free plays like we do every NFL Sunday. So the first play of the day, we're going to be going to Keenan Allen, and we're going to be taking Keenan Allen over his receiving yards at, I want to say, like 50, where is it? 57.5. So I actually got this at 52.5. So you guys can already see this line's bumping a lot. So there's a lot of things around this play. First of all, just talking about the matchup with Miami. It's not a horrible matchup. It's not a great matchup. It's kind of middle of the pack. Miami has been allowing at least one receiver for every opposing team to go over 70 or 80 yards for their last few games. So they're not the best defense in the world. The reason we're taking Keenan Allen here is mainly because you could see his graph. I mean, he's gone over this 4 out of his last 5 games. He's very consistent. I mean, he's been consistent his entire career, so nothing's changed, but he's super consistent. 52.5 is where I got him. That's way too low. So if this bumps back down to 52.5, or you can find him around 52 on any other app, I think Sleeper right now has him at 53.5. So you could find, if you could find it anywhere like that, definitely take the over. 57.5 is still okay to take the over, but the main reason I like this play a lot is because even if Quentin Johnston ends up playing in this game, I like the over, but he is very questionable right now. From everything I'm reading right now, he has either not practiced or been very limited at practice so far this week. They said that they are going to announce if he's playing or not like an hour and a half before the game kicks off. So I'm expecting him to not play. If I literally had to bet on Quentin Johnston playing, which basically this is what I'm doing right here, I don't think he's going to play. And again, like I said, even if Quentin Johnston plays, I still like Keenan Allen over. But if Quentin Johnston, who's been averaging like 10 targets a game, doesn't play in this game, then Keenan Allen's line's probably going to bump to 65 or 70 yards. So take the over right now before they announce Quentin Johnston out. Again, like I've been saying, even if he plays don't start getting mad in the comments, because even if Quentin Johnson plays, I still like Keenan Allen's over because he's been so consistent. But that could be very, very good value if Quentin Johnson ends up being out of this game. The next play we have is going to be Jackson Smith. We're going to be taking JSN over his longest reception at 25.5. So right here, very simple. He's gone over 5 of 5 games so far this year. I mean, you could see he's not even getting close to 25.5. He's killing this. Sam Darnold throws him the ball 10 to 12 times every single game. He's playing Jacksonville, who last year was horrible at defending wide receiver ones, really bad at defending the deep ball. This year, pretty much the exact same story. They've been atrocious at defending the deep ball. Jamar Chase had a very good game against him. Multiple guys have had a very good game against Jacksonville. So I would highly recommend to take JSN over this line at 25.5, longest reception. Love that line right there. Jacksonville has given that up to an opposing wide receiver every single game so far this year, except week 1 against the Panthers. But I mean, let's be honest, it's the Panthers, so that's not totally shocking, especially because it was week 1. But since week 1, every single time a team plays the Jaguars, they get a deep ball of like 30 plus yards basically every single game. So we're taking him over that longest reception. Then we're going to move on to Kyren Williams, and we're going to be taking him over his rush attempts at 16.5. So this is a great line right here. I've already seen it on other sports books and betting apps at 17.5. So 16.5, very good value. So get this while you can. It probably will bump up to 17. The reason we're taking the over here, Baltimore does not have Lamar Jackson in this game. So without Lamar, I'm obviously, and everyone's expecting the Rams to win this game. They should be leading the entire game and then obviously win the game. So if they're leading the whole time, Kyren Williams, who gets about 90% of their snaps from the backfield, should get at least 17 carries. A lot of people have been asking me, well, what about Blake Corum? What if he steals 10 carries? You guys said that last week when I took Kyren over on rush attempts against the Niners, and Blake Corum had 1 carry. So I'm not totally worried about it. Even if Blake Corum has 5 or 7 carries in this game, I still think Kyren's going to go over. If you look at the teams playing Baltimore this year, when Baltimore loses, these teams are running the ball so much against them. I mean, the Lions ran the ball 30 plus times against them. KC ran the ball, I want to say 30 plus times against them. And KC barely runs the ball. They have no run game, and they ran the ball 30 plus times. So if those teams are running the ball that much, I definitely expect the Rams, who should be winning the entire game, to run the ball 30 plus times, just like those other teams did. And if they run the ball 30 plus times, Kyren should see at least 17 of those. So I like Kyren over on that right there. And then the last normal play we have before we get into just a few goblins for fun, we got Cade Otton over 31.5 yards. This play, no one that I have seen has been talking about this play. I'm telling you, this could be very sneaky. We got Tampa Bay playing at home against the Niners. We have Mike Evans out, Chris Godwin out, Bucky Irving out. What that tells me is going back and looking what happened last year when Mike Evans and Chris Godwin were out. If you guys don't know, some of you guys probably do remember this. When those two guys were out, Cade Otton literally was averaging like 10 to 12 targets a game, 7-8 receptions, 80 plus yards. I mean, he had half of his entire season's yards in those 3 games, half of his season's receptions in those 3 games. He had 3 of his 4 touchdowns on the season in those 3 games when Chris Godwin and Mike Evans were out. So now that they're both out again and Bucky Irving's out, basically Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield, who's projected to get like 230 plus passing yards this game, all he really has is obviously Igbuka, who everyone's looking at. Igbuka wants to take the over on that. But I'm telling you guys, Cade Otton's line, 31.5, this is way too low. I mean, it's almost like they didn't even bump it, even though all those guys are out. Last week against Seattle, he had 81 yards with Mike Evans out. Chris Godwin did play that game, but even with just Mike Evans out, you can see the bump that he got in usage, had 81 yards. Now you take Chris Godwin out on top of that. His line's all the way down to 31.5 yards. Love that play right there. Not to mention the Niners have given that up they've given up 40 plus yards to 3 different tight ends this year already. So I don't think their defense is fantastic against tight ends. They're kind of middle of the pack, but they have shown that they can give up a lot of yards to tight ends this season. So I like Cade Otton right there. I think Tampa Bay will be behind at some point in this game and need to pass. So I like Cade Otton over on that. The 2 Goblins we got are going to be super quick. It's super self-explanatory. We got the Packers playing the Bengals. So we're just going to go ahead and Look away if you're a Bengals fan, because we're just going to go ahead and take Josh Jacobs at his Goblin at 59.5 rushing yards. I mean, he's got this, every game except 1 so far this year. Cincinnati gives up a ton of rushing yards. I mean, they just did it again to David Montgomery last week. They've been getting crushed on the ground so far this year, so we're going to take that for sure. And then we're also going to go ahead and take Brandon McManus over on his PATs made PATs made at 2.5 right here. So obviously the Packers should score at least 3 touchdowns. They'll probably end up scoring 4 or 5 touchdowns in this game. They should beat Cincinnati by probably 20 plus points. Packers are obviously very good. Would not shock me if they make the Super Bowl this year. So we're taking him to score, or taking the Packers basically to score 3 touchdowns. So that is going to be the 6 plays I got for you guys for these games on Sunday. Let me show you real quick how I'm putting them in. So I'm going to put them in like this: 3 different 2 legs. We're going to do Cade Otton and then the Packers kicker together like this. Then Kyren and Josh Jacobs together. Then the Keenan Allen and JSN duo right here. So that's going to be the 3 plays. If you guys put the exact same amount of money on all 3 of these plays, we really just need 1 to cash to kind of break even. And then if 2 of these legs cash, or 2 of these plays cash, then we're going to profit a decent amount. So make sure, put it in like this. I think this is the best way to do it. Just put the same amount of money on each one. And then hopefully we could cash at least 2 of those, or at least 1 of those slips realistically. But if we could cash 2, fantastic. If we could cash all 3, obviously that's a sweep and we're just on fire. But with that being said, we're still on fire. So 9-2 run. Cannot wait for these games to start again. Make sure to go get your free money. Use code GHOST. These links are down below. You can get $320, guys. You're watching this video because you want to make some money sports betting, okay? I'm telling you, this is as close as you will ever get to guaranteed money when you're sports betting, okay, is the deposit matches on all these apps. I personally made a couple thousands of dollars sports betting just using deposit match money from every single app I could get my hands on. So right now I'm telling you, these are the 3 best apps to get on, because I know a lot of you guys especially don't have Parlay Play or Chalkboard. So use code GHOST on Chalkboard, boom, $100 and a free square. Use code GHOST on Parlay Play, $100 for you right there as well. And then use code GHOST on Sleeper, $120 and a free square. So links are all down below. Just make sure to use code GHOST so you guys can get all that free money and free squares. With all that being said, just make sure to drop a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. These are the 6 plays I got for you guys for this Sunday. Good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you next video.